when I met with Greg, Dale, and Steve Miller, the meeting process, that's why you meet, you get to know each other. And over the course of that meeting, I got more and more comfortable with the idea of being the head coach. I went into the process wanting the job. When I was, I think, a sophomore in high school, I rode a bus from Seattle, Washington, down to Utah when Jerry Quinn was the head coach here at Utah for a team camp. And I don't know how long the bus ride was, but it was 15 to 18 hours. My wife, Amy, sitting in front here, studied at Utah State for about a year and a half. So for me, I knew the area. I know Salt Lake, what a great community is, what a great family community is. We're unbelievably excited to be here for a lot of reasons. Again, I want to thank Gail and Greg for this opportunity. It's one of the things that I've, over the course of the last 2 years, when you look, you think about jobs, you think about your opportunities, and this is the one that I wanted as well. So, like I said, I'm thrilled to be here. Dennis, for me, he's terrific. He's one of the best minds in the game, and when he called and wanted to talk to me, it just the excitement continued. The fit for me in this job, I think, is terrific. As Dennis mentioned, I've had a chance to work for some of the best minds in basketball. It's humbling to think that I've had a chance to be around those people, Coach K, Coach Pop, R.C. Buford, and I think through those opportunities, you know what you don't know, and you start to realize the opportunities that you have. And I like to think that I took advantage of those. I worked hard, and this is the fruits of those labors. And like I said, I'm very, very excited to be here. The experiences that I've had, you're able to draw on them, sometimes directly, where you think, okay, I remember this, and I did a good job, I'm going to do it again, and I remember this, and I didn't do a good job, and I'm going to do it differently. But also just in your evolution as a coach, where there's things that I had blind spots on earlier in my career that I've experienced. I have a lot of experience. It's a different type of experience. I've been coaching for 20 years. And I think being able to work for great coaches, it's unbelievable how much I've had a chance to learn. And those situations, because they're all different, hopefully give me the ability, to deal with a lot of situations, to be able to adapt to situations. We want to be unselfish. We want to have a group that makes each other better. And you start there with that foundation. And really, that's what this organization is about. It's a family. You have people helping one another. And for a coach to have that kind of support, it helps you coach your team. You stay true to yourself, you coach your team with integrity, and the players see that. And the result is you get an unselfish team. You want to do it on both ends of the floor. You want to compete offensively and compete defensively. You'd like to have a defensive identity. I think that's an area where we can try to take a stand. It involves habits, it involves energy, effort, focus, but that's obviously something that we want to do. A couple other things that I'd like to see our team start to show and develop is attention to detail. I think if you have attention to detail in all these situations, it just makes you better. And the last thing would be accountability. Us holding each other accountable, both players and coaches. That's kind of the clay that you use to mold the team. So again, this is a process, the building process. It's one that I love. I think the fit is just terrific for me personally, with Amy, myself, and the organization. And I've probably bounced around a lot more than Dennis. I'm a little nervous, to be honest with you, and I think that's okay. It's okay because it's that important to me, and I'm just really happy to be here to be the coach. I think there's an excellent foundation, and frankly, with respect to the roster, it's something Dennis and I will have a chance to discuss in more detail. But it's just another positive for me on the ledger as far as making this job such a good opportunity to get a chance to work with these young players and hopefully help them get better. Haven't discussed in a whole lot of detail. Things have been moving fast, and I'm sure Dennis and I'll get a chance to visit about that. But we want guys that can coach, and some of the things that we've talked about, I think we'll be able to put together a great staff. I think the ability to communicate, it sounds simple, but it really requires you as a person, as a coach, to see into individual players. We're all different, and I think to be able to adapt to those people and those players, to a place where you can really connect with them. We talked about trust earlier. I think hopefully that type of communication, Coach Pop and Coach K, from what I've seen, more than any X's and O's and other stuff that they're great at, that would be the thing for me that I would take away. I said before, I'm humbled to see the people that I've had an opportunity to work for and work with, and to be able to learn from them. That in and of itself is a humbling experience. And all the adversity you face in life, I think, has the opportunity, if you work and try to persevere through it, to make you better.